Welcome everybody to the Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast. Your home for all wrestling, everything wrestling. What's up, Soto? What's up, man? Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
What's up, my guy?
I don't know if it's the angle, but the red looks good on you. Usually you're in a black or a white,
I'm
a dark
usually,
blue.
yeah, those are my colors,
You know what I'm
black,
saying?
navy, blue, gray. But I was like, yo,
Even my dog says the same thing. See, she
yeah,
runs
he
on the
agrees. He 100% agrees.
Little red today? Okay.
Yeah, something different.
Yeah, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? We here back at it again. I see it. You know what I'm saying? So let's get right into it because this weekend is one of everybody's favorite weekends. It's Rumble season. It finally tops off Saturday at 2:00 in Saudi Arabia. And I thought this wasn't going to happen.
What is it? 2 p.m. Eastern for us?
2 p.m. Eastern. I think it's like 8:00 over there or something like that.
Okay.
Some wild shit. But it's did you see the shit like 6 weeks ago when they're showing the photos of the stadium being built? It wasn't like nowhere close to being
built.
built.
No. I mean, but that's the power of money. That's the power when you have money, everything speeds up.
The money goes crazy. I was like, this isn't gonna be ready by the end of January. It was Christmas time.
There was so many what's it called? There was a lot of worries to get this whole thing done. Mm-hmm. But it's finally done, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy because there's so many stadiums out there. Do they just like build them and take them down?
Oh,
like the World Cup, like they build some big ass stadium after they just tear it down and go elsewhere. Like it's crazy, just how things like transpire. To me, that is. I'm like, it's unbelievable how fast they got everything. But they're ready to go. They flew out there this week after Raw, so tomorrow's SmackDown is going to be in Saudi Arabia at one of the. I don't know if it's an arena or like a town hall over there, but the town hall for them is like 20,000 people, which is crazy.
It's like I said, when you have money, like you could create anything and
whatever you want.
The pocket's deep, cuz.
Yeah, pocket's empty, cuz. So let's get right into it, shall we? Let's get this bad boy going.
Yeah. So all right. So let's start with the men's Royal Rumble match.
So first and foremost, I know it gets all predictions and whatnot. How'd you feel when Ryan Clark exposed Seth Rollins about being in the Rumble?
I don't know.
His face was like,
I was gonna talk about surprises. So you know what? Let's lead into that. So there's rumblings of different names, right? Obviously, as wrestling fans, we try to avoid spoilers, but they themselves sometimes can't avoid it, right? So, the fact that Ryan Clark and ESPN kind of spoiled a potential, surprise entrance in, Seth Rollins, being in the Royal Rumble match, I was just like, oh boy. I mean, it makes sense, with everything that's, but I thought, Seth's recovery, I thought we had a month or two away. But it seems like he's ahead of schedule, and if he shows up on Saturday at the Royal Rumble,
he's going to, because Ryan Clark exposed it on First Take.
It's to do one thing, and that's ruin what the Vision has planned. Obviously, Logan Paul,
Brunson Reed,
they're all right. Yeah, we're gonna make sure that Braun Breaker leaves as the Royal Rumble winner, and you need somebody to spoil that, right? So who can spoil that? Yeah, you can have somebody like Seth Rollins, who again we haven't heard much. We just with his initial injury, we heard, oh yeah, he's out months and he might miss Mania, but now it's like, all right. Maybe he could be back in time for Mania. Another guy who can spoil that and could be a surprise entrant is LA Knight.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the number one. It's like that's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, and it's funny because Triple H said, "Oh yeah, we're it's going to be epic. We're in store for so many surprises and whatnot.
You better, I
And
better see like 9 or 10 people.
I looked at that and I was like, we ain't gonna be surprised. I was
It's the same song and dance every year. This is gonna be the greatest Rumble ever.
Yeah.
Greatest Rumble ever. Okay, it was good.
Yeah,
greatest Rumble ever.
I don't think we're getting anybody crazy. I mean, I hate the fact that they spoiled. I mean, we kind of like knew he was going to be involved, but I hate the fact that they spoiled that Roman Reigns was going to be part of the Royal Rumble. Like, why announce it? It just
let it happen.
Yeah, just let it happen naturally.
This is where the difference. This is where the issues that become now. Because before you would never know who's going to unless you watch the pay-per-view, you would never know who's going to show that. Oh, he's here. Is he in the Rumble? You got to wait and find out is he not. And some people get on the pay-per-view, but don't end in the Rumble. But they happen to be there just to give you that shock value. Oh, they might be involved or whatever the case may be.
Facts.
I think this is now like the sports entertainment industry. They're trying to be less about entertainment and trying to be about sports. Wrestling does not need a scouting report or does not need an injury report or a breaking news. Like, just let it happen the day of and then say, hey, well, guess what? So-and-so is back. You know what I mean? Some people, I mean, you can for some, but not everything. Like Brock Lesnar going to be in it. That's dope. All right, cool. You didn't have to say Roman Reigns. Now I know Brock and Roman are in. Seth Rollins got leaked. So now it's like, so we have to be, anticipating LA Knight. That's the one out of everybody you just named who's going to be bad. You said Brock, which is fine. If you just said surprisingly, oh, Roman Reigns is going to be in, that's shock value.
Yeah.
Those 3 guys and say LA Knight is like, well, the shock value isn't really there. Like, hey, like, welcome back. But it's like, it's not that the surprise, like, holy shit, he's here. Like that kind of thing. You can leave that to reporters and the beat writers after the fact.
Yeah, no, I think for this match, it's not going to be a crazy surprise. We mentioned Roman Reigns, we mentioned Brock Lesnar, LA Knight. I think Seth Rollins would actually be a really big surprise because we weren't sure of the timeline of his injury. Yeah, and then
Chris Jericho.
So with Chris Jericho, we know that, or it was reported that he's still under like AEW's roster. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's going to be like a post Rumble appearance.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, maybe the Monday night.
Okay.
But I don't know. It would be awesome if he, if he was a surprise entrance.
I think more of the women's will probably get more pop before they be.
Yeah. I mean, with the men, you'll probably get like maybe a one guy from NXT, one guy from AAA, one guy from TNA.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for example, for AAA, let's take one of their most popular superstars, like let's say Mr. Iguana. I think somebody he'll show up, right? With TNA, you could bring out the TNA World Champion Santana if he's able to come out. That would be dope. If it was NXT,
Nemeth.
Yeah, if it's NXT, I mean, you got a bunch of people you can call, but yeah, I like you said, I think there's more surprises on the women's side.
Do you think the former AEW guys could show up? Like maybe Hobbs?
Oh,
I totally forgot about that. I'm like, hold on, because you have guys that are going over, but haven't on 100% confirmed.
So here's my thing with Hobbs. If he were, no, I'm gonna flat out answer it. I don't think so. I think with Hobbs, with somebody like Hobbs signing with WWE, it really depends where they want to start Hobbs. Are they going to start him off in NXT, or are they going to start off, are they going to start him off in the main roster? I think if they start Hobbs in NXT, we're not going to see him. I think if Hobbs is going, or he's now going by the name of Royce Keys. I like the name. People don't like it, but remember, Royce, he's paying tribute to his son. So with Hobbs, I think if he goes to the main roster, I don't think the Royal Rumble would be good to debut
Optimal
him.
idea.
Yeah, no, and not to disrespect anything, I think you need to make a big impact in his debut if he were to go to the main roster. So I don't know how the crowd reaction would be in Saudi Arabia for a Hobbs debut.
That's true.
Yeah. So anything like after Rumble, like whether it's the Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown, yeah, you can make that. And besides, I think
Talking about after the Rumble.
yeah, after the Rumble, yeah. And besides, they're already getting guys like Obafemi in the Royal Rumble.
Oba's gonna be
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, exactly. So when Oba comes out, Breaker comes out, they already have a lot of heavy hitters. So I think that would kind of like take away, the luxury of the Hobbs debut. So that's just my take on it. But
Do you think okay?
Yeah.
Wardlow.
No, he's still under contract.
Is he? I thought he was gone already.
No.
Okay. Who else is that?
But again, this is pretty much like last year where they had 4 consecutive heavy hitters. I think it was like
Do you think Edge returns?
no.
Okay.
No. I think Edge's time with WWE is done. I think even though he's focusing on his acting career, I think he stays faithful to Tony Khan.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Going back with the women, I think is gonna have more people. It's gonna have more surprising.
I think you're gonna get a situation in the Rumble where the Vision is controlling the match, like all 4 members, and then obviously throwing people left and right. Like let's just say
a Rock,
yeah. Then a Rock or Roman shows up, and that's kind of like how they get eliminated. But let's. All right, who do you have winning?
So I said a lot of things, a lot of options for things for the transpire. I'm gonna go on that fan theory that Sami Zayn wins it and dethrones Drew, and I say it only because of the heritage and this climate that we're in right now, and that he wins it in Saudi, and then takes out Drew.
Okay,
somewhere along the lines.
Right.
I don't think he goes to Mania though. I think if something happens in between.
So
I think Drew's a placeholder, and I'm not saying as a disrespectful thing because Drew deserves it, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other people you could have to push for Drew to push and then hand it over and say this was a successful reign. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I think Sammy needs one. I think Sammy deserves. I think he low-key deserves a world championship more than anybody else on the roster right now that hasn't won one. So I'm gonna go on a limb and say, so for the record, it will not be Jay. So for anybody who thinks like, oh, Jay Uso, no, Jay Uso ran out of time and already was heavyweight champion. But that fan theory that Sammy wins it in Saudi, I like that theory. There's a lot of moving parts that make sense. And I'm gonna go with Sammy here. I thought Breaker a while ago, and now as things move on, I was like, I'm gonna go with Sammy.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna change my pick.
Who are you going with?
I think for months now I've been saying Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I'm switching to that.
Yeah, for months I've been saying Sami Zayn, but the fact that Sami Zayn now has a world heavyweight or WWE championship match, it kind of defeats the purpose. I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns.
So Roman wins
it. I think Roman wins it again, and that's how we get a we might get a triple threat match, but I think that's what's it called? Roman's path to CM Punk.
So are we getting Reigns Punk finally?
We're getting some variation of CM Punk, Roman Reigns, either 1-on-1 or a triple threat match.
Obviously with Seth Rollins in the mix.
No. No.
Oh no. Okay, you think Seth
No.
goes?
No. Seth is going to strictly target the Vision. I could see if it's a triple threat match, I can see it being Roman, Punk, and Cody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I think
Roman
right
being
now,
a two-time Rumble winner.
yeah. So I'll tell you why I pick Roman. Throughout the year, I've been saying Sammy, because they've been creating like this underdog storyline where, Sammy can't win the big one and whatnot. I personally believe Sammy's not beating Drew McIntyre, and I'll tell you why. It'll be too short of a reign for Drew McIntyre.
That's why I
It
think
just
it happened at Mania.
it just defeats the purpose. However, I'm going with this logic. Sammy does not have to win. So Drew McIntyre wins, right? And you get a year of struggles for Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
Where is WrestleMania in 2027? It's right in Saudi Arabia.
So you think that would be?
I feel WrestleMania 2027. That's where Sammy wins the big one. It's kind of like, similar to like Cody. Cody, when in WrestleMania 39, everybody thought Cody was the one who was going to, defeat Roman, and no, he lost. And then they had this whole year that Cody had, barricade after barricade. And what happened in WrestleMania 40, he finished the story. So I think with Sammy, it's like, they love running the story that he's undefeated that he's winless against Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre is just going to shove that in Sammy's his face for the next year. That's my opinion, or that's how I would book it. And then whether you want to have Sami Zayn win the Royal Rumble in 2027, that's a choice of your own. But seeing how WrestleMania in 2027 is in Saudi Arabia, I feel like that's a perfect opportunity to finally crown and give Sami Zayn the title, right?
Man, now see, that's just a fan theory that just
and then again, I'm going based off what I've
I lied.
seen.
You kicked my fan theory can down. That could happen next year.
Bro, I kicked my own. For months, I've been saying, yo, it's Sami Zayn. All the interactions between him and McIntyre, I'm like, and then once McIntyre won, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Sami Zayn 100%. But then, the fact that Sami Zayn won the number one contender, I'm like, wait, he's getting the title shot in Saudi Arabia? I was like, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
So, that just makes me believe that.
I'm gonna stick to Sammy, but I'm gonna change my. In my mind, I'm gonna change my pick in my mind. I'm like, yo, I knew he was gonna win. Like, he wasn't gonna fucking win.
Yeah.
But I'll stand on business. And say I'm gonna stick with Sammy here. Just because we're at this point now, I'm not gonna flop again. Because I said Punk a while ago, and then Punk won. We have Punk have a belt.
No, and I'm saying Roman because I don't know if you remember that little interaction where he had with both. Cody and CM Punk leading up to Survivor Series. They're both holding the championships, and then he's kind of like eyeing the championship, and then one's assuming, all right, which championship is he eyeing?
Right.
So I feel like here you can have Roman Reigns win the Rumble. Now, mind you, it's not my preference, but it seems like the likely route. And then Roman to reveal, oh, I've been eyeing your championship this whole time to CM Punk.
Okay.
So so something in the lines like that, and then
that makes sense. We're going back because Survivor Series is the beginning of Rumble season. I mean, we could be quite honest. So that makes a whole lot of sense. You just eye right there. Boom. Okay. Here's our pinpoint. Here's our point A. Let's get the point B and call it
exactly.
That's fair. I get that. Yeah. So if I switch my name to Penta, it's not gonna happen.
What happened?
Let's go to the next subject. If I switch to Penta, am I wrong?
Yeah,
very wrong. Yes. Yeah, all right, go to the women's now. We're getting more people at the women's.
Let's go to the women's. And
I don't have an answer for you, to be honest.
All right,
I thought about it, and I was like,
this is really difficult. This is truly, truly difficult. And I'm going to just, based on everything we have seen from wrestling, you got to look at the two champions. And I'm down to two. And it's hard for me to actually pick one. I have Liv Morgan and I have Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair because it makes perfect sense with Jade being the SmackDown Women's Champion.
And you're just going right. You're finally gonna have that rivalry actually happen.
Exactly. Yeah. Now Jade as a heel, you can run that, and you can have them feud. With Liv Morgan, it's just clear as day. I mean, they teased her going after Stephanie McGuire, but Raquel Rodriguez forcibly inserted herself in the title picture, kind of delaying those plans for Liv Morgan. So, yeah, I see it. I see Liv Morgan. I honestly do, and be careful, because, it didn't sit right with Liv Morgan, like the way Raquel Rodriguez was like handling the whole situation. So, who knows if Liv, mistakenly or accidentally eliminates Raquel Rodriguez, and that starts cracks within the Judgment Day. But yeah,
what if Roxanne knocks them both out?
Then Roxanne would be the GOAT. Roxanne would be the GOAT.
Like Liv would take Raquel out, and then all of a sudden, Liv would take Raquel out, and then Roxanne would just throw Liv out right after.
Probably.
Yeah, that's the only way I could think of. Like, hey, this could be something.
Probably, but my thing is like,
Bayley.
I don't know. No, I don't like to go with people who have, and I've said this on this podcast, who repeated, a repeat winner, right? So the fact that I said Roman to win the men's,
he won a 15 in Philly.
I was like, it's kind of cringe, but all right, whatever. It just makes sense at the moment. And then right now you have Liv Morgan, and I said I'm down to two, Liv Morgan and Bianca, and Bianca's already won it, and I'm like,
but the setting to have her versus Jay is just perfect. It's right there.
But you know what? Yeah, I would love to see Liv Morgan. They already teased it, so yeah, Liv Morgan as the women's.
What about Chelsea Green?
I would love.
You
Chelsea.
Love her.
I love Chelsea Green, but
she's a great option.
To be honest with you, after watching WWE Unreal, they just really.
You're done. You're like, oh.
They don't view her as a main event talent. They view her. Yes, it hurts me because they only view her as putting others over, which she does.
So have a belt, go 3 months, and make somebody look amazing, and okay, we're done. We'll see you in 6 months.
Team player, and but yes, I have Liv Morgan winning the Royal Rumble.
Why not? Why not Alexa Bliss? Even though I do think that whoever gets the belt first, whether it's Roxanne or Alexa Bliss, that needs to go down.
Well, here's the thing. Alexa Bliss, it seems like she's heading to a collision course with her fellow bestie, Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
I feel like
that. Keep Charlotte away from the belt.
Yeah, I mean, it gives other people other options to deal with, but I think that's the route they're going with. And that could be a main match.
Why not Alexa Bliss? Well, I'm sorry. Why not Jordan Grace or Becky Lynch?
Jordan Grace, she was just called up, and to be honest with you, it's not her time yet. Even though she's super talented.
She's nice.
Yeah, I love Jordan Grace, and the fact that she didn't win, if I'm not mistaken, was she ever a champion in NXT?
I don't think so. She might. I know she was in TNA.
Yeah, no, in TNA she was. But I don't think, because I know she came up short several times, but then no, okay. I was just making sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm looking now. I don't see anything. I don't
Yeah,
see
no,
Ford
she made
now.
a name for herself with all the accolades she had in Impact, right?
Yeah,
But I think the biggest travesty was not having her be some type of champion in NXT,
yeah.
But yeah,
I'm
I
gonna go
think
Bianca just to be different because it's
yeah,
so obvious. Like this is such an you can literally take this and just take this feud and just move to the side and say, okay, we have 3 months of planning right here, ready to go.
yeah,
So it's easy, just like you could like to me. I want security. I want to know these are guaranteed locks for match. Remember the one time I think it was a couple years ago. I think it was 21. It was in Tampa after COVID, and it was like 5 matches, and they just randomly made like, oh, here's 15 new matches to put on.
yeah.
Like and ruined like you ruined the Fiend versus Randy Orton. Like that was terrible. Like you could have made it so much better because you rushed so many things. I want to have because Mania is everything. So if I can have a confirm like, hey, if I know for a fact that it's Roman Reigns versus CM Punk at Mania and those two are automatically in, I'm all for it. Then I'm with that. If I can guarantee a Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill at Mania, sign me up.
Yeah,
I want that locked in.
100%. Like
So
I
I'm gonna
look
go
at
Bianca.
I look at the champions. I'm like, all right, you have on one brand you have Jade Cargill, on one brand you have Stephanie Vaquer, and then with Stephanie Vaquer, they already tease her and Liv. So all right, it makes sense to do that Mania match.
You're not working so hard.
Then
Okay, you have two set up, just do it.
Yeah, and then with Bianca, they haven't necessarily teased like her and Jade, but there's history there. They were both tag team champions. That is a dream match,
That was said even
two of the
before
most
Jade even got
athletic
over
women
to
on the roster.
WWE.
So
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm going Bianca. I'm going Sami Zayn and Bianca Belair are my winners.
And I'm going with Roman and Liv.
Okay.
All right. So then we have
We're going any more of these cakewalk matches. Yeah, let's see. He's not gonna win it. So next, Drew's winning it.
We have Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. I think we just explained it.
It's gonna be a banger of a match, anyways.
Yeah. I'm with you. I mean, even though the crowd is going to be heavily involved, obviously supporting Sami Zayn, but I think Drew wins it here. Sami Zayn comes up short, and like I mentioned, I think with WrestleMania 27 also being held in Rhea, I think it just makes perfect sense to wait till then if you want to crown Sami Zayn. They have a storyline in place, a storyline where Sami Zayn
he beats Drew, he'll just get the belt in general.
It has to be Drew.
You think Drew goes a year?
It has to be. I mean, hey, Roman Reigns went like 5 years. Roman Reigns went 5 years.
He was there 3. I think they said 1,361 days. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Roman Reigns. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it felt like that. So
it was 800 days, 800 plus days as champ. So yeah,
and you know what? Again, with Drew McIntyre retaining here. Boom! You run a triple threat match with Cody and Jacob Fatu, the two men he screwed on SmackDown.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, it's there. I mean, and then obviously for Sami, it's just going to be a very similar to the Cody story. It's going to be a long year of
you can do it at the Rumble rather than doing it at Mania.
Yeah, recovery, going through barricades, throwing all these different obstacles down. To Sami until he finally gets that championship opportunity again. The match that I don't want to talk about, Gunther versus AJ Styles.
It's over. He's gonna go to TNA. He's gonna have a GOAT run in TNA before he retires at the end of the calendar year. It is what it is. Because for what reason does AJ have to win?
It's over.
Yeah. What reason? Give me a reason why AJ has to win.
It's
or AJ
over.
Wins.
It's just over.
Was it the? It's not. Listen, I called it. This is the beginning of a legend killer feud, and I'm saying it's a hot take right now. Clip this bitch. Gunther is going to retire Randy Orton next year.
No.
Now, Hot take this bitch.
No.
Gunther is going to retire.
That boy Randy Orton still got like 3 or 4 years left.
Yeah, he said it 3 years ago.
I'm just the
Gunther needs to become the most vilified person in
if they
sports entertainment history.
If they put AJ Styles to win here, then I'll tell you that AJ Styles is an incredible actor and he deserves his flowers. Because on Monday Night Raw, obviously,
the CM Punk off the air with CM Punk.
That and also before his match with CM Punk, you saw the emotions. It almost overtook AJ Styles, and I was just like, "Fuck!"
He knows this is my last. This is my last.
Yeah, and I don't know what type of finish. Well, I'm sorry, not what type of finish. The finish I see happening is Gunther choking out AJ Styles. That's the finish I see.
Does it happen in 5 minutes? Or it happens in 20 minutes?
But again,
I'm just letting you know. I don't know which one it may be, but is it a 5-minute banger or is it a 20-minute banger? I lied. I mean, listen, Brock Lesnar matches went crazy for 5 minutes. I don't care what anybody says. I love those Brock Lesnar matches.
It's going to be a 20. It's going to, yeah, it's going to be, it's definitely going to be a banger. But again,
a technical genius.
You look at the last 2 matches he had against his all-time rival, Nakamura, and then a championship match against CM Punk, which we saw a no DQ thanks to Finn Balor.
Right. Because do you want Styles to lose again?
But then again, it's like, why would they do it now in January? Like, I don't know. And I feel like he would have one more match at least with Finn Balor. I don't know. Yeah, I listen, I'm still leaning towards Gunther. But and I think we said it before. I think the plan is, to AJ, retire for WWE, but to end his 2026 career in TNA. Right. For those saying AEW, I don't think he would go to AEW. I think he's gone on record as saying that, but I mean, a lot of wrestlers do, and then do the complete opposite.
Edge would never, right? And then boom.
Yeah, I mean, listen, in wrestling, you're just never sure, Right. Listen, if this is it for AJ Styles,
I'll see you in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know, but my thing is
he's not a Hall of Famer?
Who? AJ Styles? Clear-cut Hall of Fame.
I'm just saying, you in the Hall of Fame. Like, I don't know.
No. I'm just saying, like, why?
You go be a nigga.
Why end his career at Royal Rumble when Mania is right around the corner?
Who would he wrestle at Mania?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
So you know what? I understand why you're bothered by this, because in reality, they did Kurt Angle criminal with how he retired. It should have been John Cena. To me, it should have been John Cena or Rey Mysterio or somebody.
That's one thing.
At the same time, it's like
that's one thing that WWE has never gotten anything right, and it worries me, is to properly retire or retire somebody.
As undeservingly it was given, Goldberg's retirement was terrible.
I better not see fucking AJ Styles smile as he's getting choked out by Gunther.
Only Cena could do that. But yeah, like but Kratos says, like, I'm gonna follow the storyline and I'm going to end my storyline with how it's supposed to be done. And he lost to who did he lose to? Oh, Baron Corbin, loser. And where's he at now? AEW, fucking loser. So, anyways, so he fucked that up.
Damn, you always had something against Baron Corbin.
Yeah,
it's
bozo.
Personal.
Yeah,
it's personal. Like Stephen A. and Kyrie.
What's his name?
Like Stephen A. and Kyrie, it's personal.
Oh, I mean, first of all, I have a compare with Stephen A. I hate that guy. But then the Goldberg thing, that was something that's like, oh, you fucked that up. Like, you butchered Goldberg's retirement. And AJ Styles came here. I won't say he'll go from olive branch, but he didn't have to come to WWE. He could have stayed at TNA and just backpacked that thing for a long time and chose to come here. And he really had 2 careers. If you really think about it, he had 2 Hall of Fame careers.
But you know what's crazy though? Like he started off super young in WCW when WCW was dying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, was rejected by WWE. So obviously he betted on himself, went to NWA, which, went to TNA. Then obviously became the man there. And then things
wasn't a guy. He was the guy.
He was the guy, yeah. Things then got sour, and then he went to New Japan Pro Wrestling, which he had a great run as well there. And then finally, he became leader of the Bullet Club. Yeah, and he became what's it called? And the world champion. So, I mean,
then he comes to WWE, and his first 2 years were incredible. Yeah. Incredible first 2 years. So yeah, as we speak on like we're speaking like it's over, but yeah. So good news, fans, it's over. Gunther's winning.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Unfortunately, but I'll be watching. I'll be at work. I'll be watching that shit.
Yeah, I'll be home. I'll be home with my box of tissues. All right, let's move on some shocking news, and that's Tommaso Ciampa is all elite.
How did you feel about this?
I was, to be honest, I was shocked because
we spoke about this last week, 2 weeks ago. Like, what's going to happen?
His contract just expired, and then obviously he has the freedom to sign wherever he wanted to. But I for sure thought, all right, it's either TNA or New Japan Pro Wrestling. But I think Tony Khan has done a tremendous job, him and his team, on trying to lock down the high profile free agents. He was a free agent, and
not only high profile, actual legitimate talent. Not just we'll sign these guys just because these guys are legitimate.
Yep. So now, the psycho killer himself, Ciampa, already has a title shot, this collision. Hours later. Yeah. So he's going to go up against Mark Briscoe, and, again, they're going to clash. Now, here's my take on this.
Does he win it?
AEW getting Ciampa, amazing. Ciampa fitting with AEW, worrisome. Because there's been times where these high-profile free agents sign with AEW, and you've seen this case where, they get a title shot, they win, or, they come up short, and they just never recover from there. Ciampa is betting on himself. I'm sorry?
How many months do you give before he's thrown into the toy chest?
I don't know. That's what I don't know. That's what worries me, because Ciampa is extremely talented. Obviously, we saw the black and gold era of NXT, which I think that was his peak. And if they're able to get some sort of variation or version of that, then they have struck gold. And I think they're going to try to unlock that. But again, there's so many talented wrestlers. There's so many talent in AEW that I worry that he might get lost in the sauce eventually.
I give it 3 months.
I hope not.
I lied. Over under 3 months.
I'm gonna give it over.
I say
so,
6
so
months.
here's,
over under 6 months.
Here's what worries me is the fact that boom, he's getting a shot at the TNT Championship now, right?
And the best part is a mid-card title.
I hope they don't just throw him to Ring of Honor, and then he becomes the Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Listen, I think if they do that, they're failing Tommaso Ciampa.
I forgot about Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I feel like
under 6 months.
Yeah, that's why like I'm a little like I mean, listen, if they do that, I'm pretty sure like he'll become the guy in Ring of Honor.
But what's Ring of Honor right now?
But exactly, there's no exposure. There's no exposure. You know, like and no disrespect to AEW, but not a lot of people tune in to see Ring of Honor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see WWE blast fucking
they tune
TNA.
in to see AEW, especially Dynamite. So right. I don't know. Listen. I wish him nothing but the best, and I wish, AEW, know what they're doing. So we'll see. And the beauty of this is that AEW will allow him to work, elsewhere, like they usually do with some of the wrestlers. So you got to see both sides of the coin. So
we'll see. This is a month-to-month basis now.
Yeah, he'll get more. Again, he'll get more signed under AEW. He'll get more freedom for to explore other opportunities.
Right, he's not handcuffed to anything.
Yeah, exactly. On some terrible news, right? Samoa Joe suffers non-contact injury. He's out.
It's always the worst when it's non-contact.
Yeah,
as one can know.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks.
Jones. It's tough.
Like, yeah. So during Kenny,
it's terrible.
Yeah. So as you know, Samoa Joe was in that that storyline where everybody's going after MJF and his championship, right? But during Kenny Omega versus Rocky Romero, Excalibur on commentary said that Joe was injured while training, and the fact that it's a non-contact injury, I don't like that at all.
God forbid, anything but the knee.
Yeah,
anything but the knee.
Knee or Achilles.
So even worse. Achilles, even worse.
That just the whole part of non-contact. I'm like, oh boy, he's.
Did they say what it is?
They didn't go into detail. Yeah. So Excalibur said it was an injury, but then I think reports started circulating online that it was a non-contact. Now, again, this is what's being reported. We still don't know the extent of the injury. We just know like what we're hearing thus far, Another injury is Jake Doyle suffering a torn biceps.
Not even a bicep. Biceps.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's unfortunate because Doyle, previously known as Jake Something, recently signed with AEW after several years competing in TNA. So again, he debuted and he quickly joined the Don Callis family, right? And then, forming a tag team with Davis, right? And throughout the match, I think Doyle took an apron DDT from Cash Wheeler, and it seemed like that was the moment where Doyle felt something, and he's probably going to be out. What, torn biceps, like 3-4 months?
It's both. To be torn biceps to me sounds like bing, like
now again.
Look at that, 5 months, 5-6 months.
Like 3 to 5. Okay. Now, again, like, there's been like an official statement, but it was confirmed by Brian Alvarez. So Brian Alvarez was the one who revealed the extent of the injury. So, it's. Oh, and it was. You can clearly hear.
I don't see anything here.
Yeah, you can know, but you can clearly hear where he tells Cash, "I just tore my bicep." Oh, so it's bicep.
Oh no, I'm talking about the smaller Joe thing I'm trying to find, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's torn bicep is going to be 3 to 4 months, and then you got to work out. Literally, just like you got to do curls to get the actual muscle to pop back up again. Yep. But if it's both, like, because you don't know the extent of what happened with one of them, and I give it 5 months. He'll be back in the ring in 5 months, 5-6 months.
On some quick TNA news, so the new system to kick off TNA Impact. So if you didn't tune in to TNA Impact last week, 2 members of the system were kicked out. That being JDC, formerly known as Fandango, who announced his retirement at TNA Genesis. and Moose. So that was pretty shocking. And then
How dare
now
you kick out Moose out of anybody?
word, but you know what though? I love Moose's entrance and the fact that he's gonna go solo now. Just it makes it that much more interesting and exciting. So again, so in order to replace those two members, they have Bear Brunson and again Cedric Alexander, who turned heel within a blink of an eye. And yeah, so now it seems like Eddie Edwards, will kind of be that leader. And he said it last week. We're not replacing one member; we're replacing two. So it seems like he's going to be, calling the shots now. And listen, I'm a big Eddie Edwards fan. I loved Eddie Edwards since, teaming for years now. Ever since he's teaming with the Wolves, I love the Wolves as a tag team. But now that he's going to be the man, the central, focal point of the system, I'm for it. And then the TNA Feast or Fired briefcase winners are revealed. So again, if you didn't tune in, 4 people were able to get the briefcase, and that would be the system's Eddie Edwards, Trey Miguel, Eric Young, and Steve Macklin. Now, there were spoilers of 2 of those cases already being revealed. I don't know if I should reveal them now, or you could currently tune in, which, TNA Impact is currently live on AMC. So
I say let them wait.
Let them wait. All right, cool.
The fans gotta go and watch the show. You know what I'm saying?
So,
you actually go and watch it.
Yeah. So again, remember, one will be getting an international title shot. One will be getting a world title shot.
That's the X division, right?
Yeah. I think somebody will get either the X. No. So
so it's the international.
It's another mid card. So
X division.
X division. So all right. So there's 2 briefcases left, right? Mm-hmm. So it's either X division or tag, and then the 4th one is a pink slip. It's the Fired briefcase.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So the only
Imagine Steve Macklin gets the pink slip.
I don't know. Well, no, I'm gonna say he just recently I don't know.
Yeah, he got fired too.
I don't know.
Storyline purposes.
Well, if you want to know, just tune in. And again, on some quick New Japan Pro Wrestling news, New Japan Pro Wrestling's Evil potentially heading to WWE. Again, the company already made an official statement saying, after careful considerations and discussion with New Japan Pro Wrestling management, Evil, who has been a long-standing member of the New Japan Pro Wrestling roster, will leave New Japan Pro Wrestling at the expiry of his contract at the end of January 2026. And then it says, we apologize to fans for the sudden nature of this announcement. New Japan Pro Wrestling wishes Evil the very best in his future activities. And then there were reports that, he's been backstage at a number of WWE events. So again, that's raising a lot of eyebrows. And a guy like Evil would be great. I mean, if you've had any doubt of Japanese wrestlers in WWE, look at the way they've done with Asuka, with Io, with Shinsuke. With Shinsuke, exactly. And again, Evil is no joke. He was a former IWGP heavyweight champion, IWGP Tag Team Champion, IWGP Intercontinental Never Champion, and obviously a Never 6-man Tag Team Champion. So he has all these accolades. He's a known member. He's one of those high free agents right now that you kind of want to pursue. So it seems right now that WWE has a leg up on everybody else. But who knows if a guy like, a company like AEW, who already has that partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling, swoops in and signs him, last minute.
Right.
Yeah. But the fact that, he's been backstage at events is kind of like, it says a lot. And to close out the episode, it's already been revealed. WWE 2K26 release date. So if you want to cop it, it will be released on Friday, March 13th. And obviously they have so many different.
That sounds all right. March is
yeah.
usually when WWE puts up their games, anyways.
Yep, and the several special editions. I'll be honest with you, bro. I really don't know which one I'm getting because when they revealed the Attitude Era one, I was like, yeah, I'm getting that one. I was like, yeah, I'm getting that one. When they revealed the Monday Night Wars edition, I was like, yeah, I'm getting that
one. Even more fire. I might buy the game just out of.
And then on Monday Night Raw, they revealed the King of Kings edition. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting that one. So,
do they do like what 2K did with NBA? If you bought one, you get all three covers to rotate through.
Yeah.
So you got about King of Kings. Let me tell you something about the King of Kings edition.
So
there's a growing unrest that I've seen. Maybe it's because I just saw the video today, but there's a growing unrest that people. Maybe it's the I hate Triple H, I hate Hunter fan club, but they're saying that Triple H is a generational narcissist. Now, hear me out. If Triple H didn't decide, let me throw myself onto the cover and be this, who would you have put on the cover of WWE 2K? You guys, a lot of options you could have picked.
Well, here's the thing, with Triple H, right? He's put himself. Well, he's the ultimate edition, I guess.
Yeah,
right, the King of Kings. But we have to see who is the cover of the game yet. So that hasn't been revealed. Mm-hmm. So then rumors are speculating that it will feature CM Punk. I was going to say CM Punk.
I don't mind that, but he was. I think wasn't he WWE 12 and 13? And it was when he had the crossover with the wrist wraps over.
Yeah,
I think it was 13.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Punk, but it's like he's been it before though. It's like it's the end of the show. They didn't pick a new cover player, and they just use.
Hey, you shut your mouth.
And they just use Aaron Judge.
Like, yeah, that's right.
I'm just saying, it's like
that's right.
You could have picked somebody else. Like that's okay, fine.
That's right.
Punk's been on 3. Punk's been on 2. Yeah. If he is in fact this one,
I just want to. I definitely want to read more like on it because. I saw the cover obviously for the Attitude
all covers are fire, by the way.
Yeah, all
3 of them.
Yeah, like when I saw the Attitude Era, I was like, "Yep, I'm copping that one." Yeah. Then you come out with the Monday Night Wars one, I was like, "Oh shit, that's fire! I want that one too." And then the King of Kings,
I'm like, tough too.
Exactly. So
you can't go wrong. Yeah, it's a growing.
Yeah, you really can't go wrong. I think you just have to see. You have to compare and contrast like the price and what's included.
What's given for. Yeah. You know what you get for 70 for 90.
But I think rumors are that the basic edition, I think it's going to feature CM Punk.
That's fine. I would have put somebody else. I would have put Drew maybe. Drew would have been good. Yeah. Jay, LA Knight, Sammy.
Braun Breaker.
You could have reached and put Braun Breaker in there.
Yeah.
To me, I didn't care. I don't care for it because this is a cover athlete thing, but there's a growing sense. Like I tagged the wrestling podcast on Twitter about it. The guy goes on a crazy rant saying Triple H is trying to revise history, blah 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 blah. Like he was a fucking mid-carder during the Attitude Era, and he's nothing without a stable. I was like, this guy's hating, but he's not.
He really is.
He's not too far off of being what he was.
No, because Triple H did have. Listen, say what you want about Triple H and what happened.
What was DX on the Attitude Era? Because they were the mid card because it was Austin and Rock and Vince and stuff like that. Like he only really got a big run because Austin was hurt. Then Rock took that shit back, and he wasn't like. The fan poll was different. He hated Chris Jericho early on because Chris Jericho came from WCW to WWE, and all of a sudden, like this guy's a great big thing. Oh, what happened to Hunter? What happened to Triple H? And he's cast out the side. But then Austin left, The Rock left, Kane was on a change, Taker was on a change, and then he became,
I mean, to be honest with you, he became the guy.
Yeah,
early 2000s, he was the guy
because everybody left.
Yeah.
But he was with DX.
Yeah, I mean, late 90s, it was just him and Sean, but obviously Sean was.
And Sean got hurt, and he had to
Sean got hurt.
retire.
Yeah, and then I think at a point he joined like
the corporation,
the corporation, then the corporate ministry
became the McMahon family.
Yeah, the Hemsley, yeah, and then
he became distorted, got hurt, came back, became a fucking monster. No one's knocking that.
Yeah,
but then he made Evolution. And then he became more corporate, and now he's, this, that.
Yeah, so I mean, if it's
the video,
to be honest with you,
and give your thoughts for people to see it.
If it's a showcase, if the Kings of Kings edition is a showcase of Triple H, I wouldn't mind that. Like,
because he deserves
Triple
it.
H has had
the career he's had has been incredible.
I know definitely if it's Punk, we're getting a showcase of Punk, and
which would be fire.
And the showcase of Punk will be like fire. But. Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind. Again, I just want to
breakdown of a lot of things. Like they should do. Remember how the old ones, like WWE 13 had it, where it was like the best matches, and every area is different, but you put different matches.
Yeah.
Here's for you: top 10 WWE matches ever. At 10, Andrade versus Gargano and Takeover Philly in 18. Was that a top 10 all-time match? Imagine being able to play that. If everybody's available to play that in 2K. Takeover in Philly, Andrade versus Gargano. Goated match?
It was a good match. I wouldn't say it was goated.
Okay. Stone Cold versus The Rock, no DQ at WrestleMania 17.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. It's iconic.
Brett versus Owen at Mania 10.
That's another iconic.
Triple H, Benoit, and Shawn Michaels at 20.
They're not going to put that match. I'll tell you.
That's a goated match, though. Like, imagine, and come on. I mean, they're going to do it.
You're just going to have Shawn. They're going to put Shawn. They're going to put Shawn. I mean, it sucks.
Enter your character here.
It's going to be Shawn versus Triple H versus like a plain character.
A generic, yeah.
A generic character.
See what happened, man. Michaels versus Taker, first Hell in a Cell in Bad Blood 97.
Yeah, no, that's iconic because it
go to match, right?
Yeah.
Gunther versus Dragunov, Takeover 36. That match was crazy. That match put me on to Gunther. I'm gonna go, this guy's nice. Like DIY versus the Revival. 2 out of 3 falls at Takeover.
Black and gold.
So Punk versus Cena at Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Taker and Michaels at 25.
That was my favorite match of all time.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's the first one. And then Hart and Brett versus Stone Cold at 13. Submission match. Golden, yeah. So they have the top 10. Imagine you able to do that, like, pick your matches, and here's your top 10 matches. You could pick if it's like a showcase, right? So you do those. Imagine having those matches and having, best matches of all time, best of the 80s, best of the 90s, best of the 2000s, 10s.
I haven't heard much, but I hope they bring back GM mode. GM mode is actually really, really fun.
If they to me, they have to put things together and let you actually have full control, because they do it and then it's like, oh well, not all things. You can't really do like GM things where you want.
Yeah, because a lot of people are comparing it to like SmackDown versus Raw, the way they structured GM mode. So
that GM mode, you could do whatever you want, and there was no limitations.
Yeah,
but you couldn't max out anything. Now it's like you're kind of handicapped certain ways.
Yeah,
GM mode, if you do it now, then yeah.
Yeah, GM mode in SmackDown versus Raw 2006 and 2007.
I think 07 was better than 06.
Yes, but 7 was a lot more complicated. Like it was hard, like versing the computer itself.
Yeah, but it made you work. It wasn't
but no, it's.
So now everybody wants fucking handouts. Nah, man, play the fucking game and learn how to fucking do this stuff.
You heard?
And you don't want to. What's the meta? What are you gonna use? Oh, speaking of meta, remember how you would play online? I forgot this. That happened to me once. I played online. I was Stone Cold in a match, right? somebody used Eugene. Yo, smoked my shit. I was like, how? It's fucking Eugene. Yo, Eugene was a cheat code back in the day. I think it was an 84. Yo, that dude used to fuck me up. I got so mad. I was like, never again. So I don't want to hear no, oh, there's a new meta. Oh, use Cody Rhodes' finisher. Like, oh, that's like
it's not the character. It's the player.
What? What'd you say?
It's not the character, it's the guy behind the controller.
Oh, yeah. Well, on that note, that will do it for us. Call me garbage. All right, so you know what? I'm gonna go pre-order the game right now. I'll see you on March 13th, bitch. You know what I'm saying? We gonna settle this Inferno match. Let's do this. Okay. I'm gonna
get a swift kick to the chin.
So that'll do it for us in today's episode of the Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast. We appreciate you guys tuning in and week out. So number love, having a good time, good vibes, only good vibes over here. That's all it is. If you haven't checked this out, see the link tree on the bottom as it's going, just slowly moving on by. As slow as could be, you can't miss it. It's coming right across. Check us out. We are live on YouTube as we are now. We're live on Twitch as we are now. We're live on Twitter as we are now. If you can't check those out, you can check us out on audio, anywhere you get your podcasting from, whether it's Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, or anywhere. You name it, we're on it. So check it out. Enjoy it. Show us some love. If you want to check out our social handles, we are on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook,
all that good stuff.
Threads, you name it, we're on it. So from me and Sato to you all, we bid y'all adieu. I'm hungry as fuck, so I don't know what you're gonna do, but I got food upstairs.
I got some chicken fajitas on deck. I am going to destroy them.
I could destroy like Triple H destroyed Aleister Black's career. It's been a while. I told you it was gonna happen. What happened to his career? Where's he been at?
Okay, first of all, he's nursing an injury. I almost clicked on the end stream, but you know what? I have to come to his defense. He's nursing an injury. But you know what? I said 2026, Aleister Black will be a champion.
You said
I didn't say no, because he spent like half the year in AEW and they mistreated him. I said 2026 he will be a champion. I didn't say the champion, but there's going to be championship gold around that man's.
You know what? I'll give you that. Aleister Black has a surprise appearance in the Royal Rumble. He gets knocked out in 2 minutes. So
no.
Take the napkin and wipe the sweat off your head.
No.
Because you
are not going to disrespect Aleister Black.
Oh, shit. Jay Uso will knock him out, too. Watch. And then a good old...
I'll cancel that whole movement.
Yeet.
I'll cancel that whole movement.
Yeet. You can end it right now. I'm just going to yeet this all the way through. We're good.